What is up, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk. And yesterday, when I was on a live stream, I found out about the very sad, tragic news, the passing of Jon Huber, also known as Luke Harper, and Brodie Lee in the pro wrestling world. Very, very sad at a very young age. But Enzo Amore, also known as REAL1, tapped in online with a very emotional message.
I don't want to think about this at all. I want this message to be as real as it can be. I know my hair is crazy. Look it. I see a lot of people posting pictures with Jon Huber, Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, a wrestler that the world lost yesterday. More importantly, a man. One of the best men I've ever met in my life. And this just doesn't make any sense because it wasn't supposed to happen like this, and it wasn't, and it should never happen like this, and it couldn't have happened to a better guy. The wrestling business has so many crazy people in it, and this guy, man, he had his head straight, man. He had it on, dude. He loved his family, and he did everything he could for his kids, and he pinched every penny on the road for them, man. And the world's gonna miss the shit out of you, Jon. I see all the pictures being posted. I'm not about to go through my phone and try to find one or Google it. I would share a little story if you have a second, though. The first time me and Big Cass and Carmella got called up to the main roster, meaning NXT to WWE, we had no idea what we were going to do, where we were going, or who we were going to wrestle. But when we looked, we were going to Alabama, not New York, not Philly. What the hell are they sending Enzo, Cass, and Carmella to Alabama for? Not only that, we get to the arena, we look at the board. We're wrestling the Ascension in a world that people have no idea who we are. Yeah, I go out and introduce myself. My name is blah, blah, blah. We beat the Ascension, the lights go out, and the Wyatts jump us, beat us up. Then the Big Show comes to the ring, and now it's Big Show, Enzo, and Cass versus the Wyatt family. Enzo and Cass go over, meaning we win. Well, let me tell you, Jon Huber looked right at me and said, "Kid, what's your comeback?" And he took a comeback from Enzo, not Big Cass. He bumped all over the ring for me, man. And thanks for bumping for me, bro. Nobody ever wanted to do that, and he didn't give a fuck. Jon Huber loved wrestling, loved the business, loved to look out for the boys, loved to make sure that everybody popped in his matches, and he never had a bad match because he was willing to do what it took to make the people laugh, cry, get emotional, feel that energy. And we all feel it now, man. And I saw a good buddy of mine, Fandango, posted, he believes you leave this earth twice. Once when you die, and once when people stop talking about you. Well, legends never die, guy. You'd be talked about a long time. And I saw Cash Wilder also post that a text message from you that said that he wanted to take pictures with the titles, and you guys never got to take that picture. Play like a champion today, because tomorrow's never guaranteed, people. I'm gonna miss you, Jon.
Man, so you guys hear Enzo there. Get in the comments with your thoughts on all this, guys. You heard what Enzo was saying. The wrestling world is a bit wild. We've heard some of the stories of guys on the road and that lifestyle and things that come with it and things of that nature. And, he's saying that Jon Huber, was one of the guys that always put his family first, saved money, and, was very unselfish. As you heard the story he was talking about when him and Big Cass and Carmella first came over to the main roster, they got that call that they were, coming to the big stage. And you heard what he said. Brodie, Luke Harper, Jon, whatever you want to call him, however you want to refer to him, put him over, went out there and helped Enzo and Cass get over. Because you heard what he said. They were in Alabama. They weren't in New York. They weren't in New Jersey. They weren't in Philly. It was Enzo and Cass for the first time on the big stage in Alabama going against the Ascension and then the Wyatts. And they got over. They got a pop out of the crowd. That's huge, man. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? But you hear, like, for those who are wrestling fans and watch a lot of wrestling content, and you hear the interviews and the stories, you hear about a lot of guys arguing and beefing behind the scenes, and this guy was jealous, he wouldn't put me over, and you know what I mean. It seems John Huber was the exact opposite of that. Cass and Enzo came to the main roster in the South, which John Huber's not from the South, he's from Rochester, New York, but his character, the Wyatts, were like something that would be very over with an Alabama crowd, real country type vibe, and he said, I'm not jealous, I'm gonna help this guy get over, I'm gonna go out there and do my job, and that's very, very commendable. We've seen a lot of different wrestlers reacting. It's always sad when someone passes away. No one ever wants to hear of someone passing, whether they were like your friend or not, you know what I mean? And people are always going to reflect on the good times, no question. But it just seems like all the wrestlers that I'm seeing react to this sad news are like, had a great bonds and relationship with John. It almost kind of reminds me of a little bit, not the exact same, but kind of similar. If you guys recall when Owen Hart passed away, you could tell when those wrestlers were reacting to that, it was like, it wasn't just your average, like, oh man, let's reflect on some of the good times. People were torn apart, and people really, really loved that dude. And I'm kind of catching a similar vibe here with John Huber. But that's all I got on this one, guys. I just wanted to share this. Very, very sad, man. It's blowing my mind how young this guy was. Was it 41, 42? It's crazy, man. That's so young to pass away. But join the discussion in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your favorite matches. Like I've said on this channel, I put out some wrestling content. I don't keep up on wrestling so much anymore. I've been kind of out of the loop, but I'm definitely familiar. I still was watching wrestling with my family and everything when the Wyatts were doing their thing and were huge, and even a couple years ago. But I still will make some wrestling content from time to time. So please join the discussion with your thoughts or whatever, memories, all that. Let's talk about it in them comments. New viewers, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. It's Jay Coffee Talk, covering music, news, sports, and more. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.